Hi, I'm Joan Newcomb, and today's weekly musings is Power Games. I'm doing a series of weekly musings, and I'm using posts from my blog, Adventures in Density and Effort, as inspiration. Now, I wrote these a while ago, and the world has completely changed since then. Yet I'm finding that this information is evergreen, and even so, at the end, I will summarize the topic based on all that's gone on in the world today. And I have some special offers, so stay tuned to the very end to see what they are. Power Games. I've been playing with energy with a renewed focus, taking old techniques and upgrading them. The results are noticeable. I've been filled with a sense of expansiveness and well-being, and prosperity and abundance is flowing into my life in unexpected ways. Whenever you increase light, it illuminates hidden things. Issues rise to the surface in the process of being cleared out. One showed up recently in the form of another person who began having some extreme reactions to me. It was crazy making until I stepped back and brought consciousness into the situation. I scanned all my immediate relationships, my husband, sons, friends, clients, the co-host of the radio show that I had, my business mentors, and those I mentor. All are going well, except this one individual. First, I tried acting as if nothing was wrong, just in case I was misreading the energy. That revealed that something was indeed amiss. I talked about it with my mentors. I talked about it with the universe. All of this brought the issue to light, but wasn't clearing it. I couldn't figure out how this was going to resolve peacefully. The great thing about bringing anything to consciousness is that you don't have to know how. It unfolds more perfectly than you could imagine. As I read this, I realize that there's a difference between becoming aware of something and bringing consciousness into it. Shining light on something illuminates it. In doing so, it can make it more extreme as it's out in the open. Bringing consciousness transforms or disperses it. What has revealed and is sorting out was distortions and drama and dysfunctional patterns that we each grew up with or encountered in our adult lives, but not games that I play or we choose to engage in anymore. I stayed in integrity, I stayed aligned, and I continued to bring consciousness into the situation, and we're actually becoming friends. Consciousness does that. It reveals our similarities as well as our differences. The other situation that's arisen was an issue that wasn't mine on the surface, but one I've contributed to. Rather than power games with individuals, it's power games with corporations. Corporations are great projections of power and bring up the illusion of powerlessness within ourselves. They're so big and we're so small. Bringing consciousness to this revealed a simple solution. It's still not my action to take, but one I provide support for. There's still some truths to be revealed. It's still in the process of unfolding. So the energies I've been playing with are evolutionary gold and green, waterfall abundance, and ionized air, and the energy of miracles. I've also been playing with directionals. You can bring these energies in through the top of your head, into your body and your energy space. You can also generate these energies from within, bringing them up and out. And you can also manifest these energies from within. Now, chakras are reference points, vortexes and portals from outside the hologram. You can instantly transport, manifest, or replicate with them. And I'm discovering that consciousness doesn't exactly have light. It's a bigger manifestation. It's more clarity of focus. It's not as glaring as shining a spotlight on something, which then means something is light or dark, in the spotlight or hidden. Consciousness brings clarity, neutrality, and allows patterns to dissipate or transform. Consciousness doesn't really come from anywhere, although initially I thought it was outside in. Again, with the directionals, outside in, inside out, or just is. It's the core of every atom and molecule. It's sentience. You can play this within yourself and with feelings that arise. You will notice not every emotion is really yours, and any story told about it isn't true. Consciousness disperses them like the warmth of the sun clears clouds. Play with any or all of this week and see what happens. And if you do, leave me a comment below. I love to read your comments. Well, this is what I love about this stuff, and I did say that the energy is evergreen. I don't read these before I record them. It's providing me a lot of answers that I need to resolve some things in myself and in my environment for this year. So I'm certainly going to play with these. I will have to say that since I wrote this 10, almost 11 years ago, that for me, the energy of consciousness used to be kind of a silvery color, but now for me, it's really transparency, which is hard to describe, but it's not an energy or frequency exactly. It's just clarity. And the energies that I used to work with, which was like gold and then green, are vibrations that are within this hologram, and it's fine to play with these within the hologram, but realize that this hologram is actually an illusion. And a revelation I had this morning as I was getting ready to record these videos was how to create change is by changing within myself as opposed to into everybody else's reality. I have a game that I play where you step through doors to parallel universes, and initially I would teach it just that you're only changing your reality, where everything is unfolding in your favor. And then it came up that I was concerned about a family member, so I would step through doors to parallel universes where it's unfolding in everybody's favor. And what I was thinking about now is how that only works is when it's me stepping through doors to parallel universes where in the parallel universe it's unfolding in everyone's favor. I'm not dragging people with me. I'm not moving them through doors to parallel universes, because all of this from the perspective of consciousness is an illusion. It's a very solidified, dense, therefore real feeling illusion. But the way that I can create, manifest, change from a situation that feels like it's stuck and that it's kind of collectively stuck is by moving myself and changing from within myself into the parallel universe where it's unfolding in everyone's favor. I hope that makes sense. You might have to listen to this a couple times. So if you like these videos, please share them with your family and friends and on your social media. And please click the heart button, the thumbs up button, like or subscribe. And that way you're telling the algorithm to share this far and wide and get this to someone who really needs to see this information. And if you want a free sample of one of my consciousness techniques, click on the link below to the Skybox technique. It'll give you a drone's eye perspective of what's going on in your life and in the world today. And if you want to learn how to do this for yourself, click on the link below to my self-study course. It'll give you tools and techniques to help navigate forward as consciousness. And if you want to know more, my website is joan-newcomb.com. You can find out about my individual sessions and my coaching specials. So go to joan-newcomb.com, and I'll see you next week in another Weekly Musings.